I'm actually very curious, man. Is it crazy to say something like God wants to talk to you more? Answer this question for me. When was the last time that you sat in silence and you just tried to hear what's been going on in your mind? Do you know why they say things like your subconscious is all knowing? Everything goes into your subconscious and knows everything. It's because the entire time God is trying to reach out to you, but the entire time you're too busy. Your brain waves are way too active. Your thoughts are way too active to the point that most of you guys are asking for guidance, you're asking for a sign, but at the same time, you have way too much activity right here. At the same time, you're not even opening up your eyes to look for the signs. So, for example, when I was younger, I would ask God, I'm like, I don't know if I should go into a certain course when I was in university. So, what I would do is I would just be like, would this be the right thing for me? But then I was so dumb back then to the point that I didn't really understand this whole stuff. So my brain would still be way too active. I would keep asking them like, just show me a sign, show me a sign. Is this the right thing for me to go into, the right course, and blah blah blah. When the entire time I'm like, I'm not even asking God properly. The way you ask God properly, so that you can hear the voice of God, you can hear the guidance of God coming to you, is by silence, stillness. I don't know how, like, you guys still don't know about this. Like, for example, if right now you're stuck, you're like, I don't know if I should marry this person. I don't know if I should start this job. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should be doing that. All you gotta be doing, bro, is just be still. Be still and just know that God is here. So here's the thing: when I started to grow up older, what I started to do is that I started learning more about how to silence the mind a bit, how to get into a state of stillness. So what I used to do is that I would ask a request. Ask a request. I'm like, what's the best thing for me to do right now so I can 10x my life, 100x my life? And then basically, I would just sit down and then silence my thoughts. And then because I learned how to have more trust in this beautiful God, in this beautiful creator that created everything, I would basically just sit down and just be silent. This does require trust, by the way, just be silent. And what's going to happen is that slowly, slowly, this is like 100% success rate, by the way. Slowly, slowly, you'll just get a random idea in your mind that just so happens to be the best thing for you to do in any situation that you're in, because God knows your life and your decisions more than you do. So, for example, I sat down and then I was just thinking, I'm like, silence the thoughts. And this was way back then, like way back, I think 2020 actually. So I just recently had my success in running a physical product business. And so I just sat down. I'm like, what's the next step? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? I want to 10x my life. I want to 100x my life. So I just sat down and then just became silent. And then slowly, slowly, I don't know how, I don't know from where, man. Like, it's almost like Allah, God, just gave me this great guidance that told me, you know what, go start a YouTube channel. And then ever since I started the YouTube channel, my life has like, bro, it's not even 100x, man. Like literally 1000x. So much so to the point that even to the person that I married, I'm like, God, just give me a sign on if this is the right person to marry. And then like literally something came into my mind where I was just like, you know what? Like conviction. I had conviction. And so far, like it's beautiful, bro. Like this process, 100% success rate. All it is, like, think about it. How many of you guys are hustling day and night? 24/7. Did you ever think and sit down? Maybe I should sit down just for a bit, be silent with my thoughts, do nothing, and just see, what does Allah want from me? Allah's been trying to reach out to you the entire time. Your creator has been trying to reach out to you the entire time. You're way too busy. Like imagine being way too busy and doing things that are mundane, when in reality God is trying to give you something that's gonna 1000x your life. And the entire time you're just like, oh, I'm just focused on this little thing right here. Nah, man, the reason why most of you guys are doing that, by the way, is you have no trust. You have 0% trust. You think that you're supposed to have so much activity in your mind, you're supposed to be doing so much thinking, so much activities on the outside world, because you think that the whole world is dependent upon your own action, is dependent upon your own efforts. When in reality, that's not even the case. I'm telling you from my own experience, that's not even the case. Your best breakthroughs, your best 1000x's in life are going to happen when you sit in silence and you just listen. Listen to the voice of God. What's Allah trying to tell you? And also beautiful. Nowadays, I've been reading things about, like, for example, Shams Tabrizi. He would say it's like God is not someone that's watching you from above. Allah's not watching you from above. Allah's watching you from here, man. From the heart. Why do you think there's so many ahadith that say that neither the heavens nor the earth can contain me? Hadith Qudsi, which means can contain Allah, except the heart of a believing servant. The heart, man. The heart is the subconscious mind. The feelings is the subconscious mind. The subconscious knows everything because this is basically like the voice of God. So then when you sit down right now in silence and you listen to what your heart is telling you, which basically means what God is telling you, when you just sit in silence in this state, you'll be getting your best breakthroughs, man. So again, I'm telling you, like God put this video right here on your own feed, not by accident, but Allah's trying to show you. God is trying to show you. Sit in silence, sit in stillness. Lower the activity in your mind. Watch the thoughts, observe them, but don't identify with them. Once you stop identifying with them, your mind by itself is slowly gonna slow down by itself. It's just by itself, like it happens by itself. And then through this, when you are living through emptiness, when the mind is still, you'll just get some divine insight that you had no idea on what to do after or before if it wasn't for the divine insight that God is just giving you. And understand, Habibi, like if you're a Muslim right now, understand that the real test is not the test on the outside. Dunya is not outside. The life is not outside. All of life is what's happening here. It's what's happening here. You understand, all of the outside is just a projection of what's here. Mind is just like it's perception. The ideas, they come meaningless. You are the one that's giving meaning to things. So things are all happening here. So what you're supposed to be doing is observe what's happening here, fix what's happening here. Islam came to help you fix what's happening here. And the way you fix what's happening here is not by you doing it. It's by Allah doing it. Allah doesn't want you to go and do it. Allah says that He wants to ease your life, make your life easy, which means life. What does life mean? Life is here. It's the mind, which means that if you slow down the activities within the mind and you have no thoughts for just a period of time, man, just a period of time, maybe 10 seconds even, when you start doing that, Allah by Himself is going to come and clean your heart, clean your mind by Himself. You don't need to be doing anything. And that's how you start to get your best insights, your best ideas, and the best guidance. If you're confused on what to do, it's because that's natural. You're not supposed to know what to do. Allah is the only one that knows what to do. So all you gotta do is just submit your will, submit your mind to Allah, and that's it. And then through that, just watch how much your life is gonna start changing. Watch how much more, watch how much more beauty you will start finding, seeing within your own life. And that's what I've been teaching in the Effortless Risk program. Habibi, that program is so beautiful. Like even me, I go back to it because I'm like, this is way too beautiful. When you understand that you don't need to be doing things and you just let Allah do the things for you, through you, then everything changes, man. There's people here that come and then they're just like, nah, but you gotta be working hard, work hard, work hard. It's the mind that's saying that, bro. It's the mind. It's not you that's gonna be working hard. You're just a vessel, but you still don't know how to become a vessel. Once you learn how to become a vessel and you let the will of Allah, the will of God flow through you, that's where like 100x's are normal for you. Miracles become normal for you. Because in this case, you're not the one that's doing it. Allah is the one that's doing it through you. Through you. You'll still look like you're doing action on the outside, but here it's like you're doing nothing. You literally feel like you're doing nothing because things are all just coming to you. And this is the most beautiful thing. And that's what I feel like a human being is made to do. A human being has been put here on earth to become a vessel of this creator. And once you become a vessel of this creator, that's how you find your purpose. That's how you find the action that you need to be doing. And then through this, seeing miracles in your life consistently, it just becomes something normal. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's who you are.